Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sorrowfan here, and yeah, I'm just gonna be talking to you guys this time around. As you can see, I kind of started there at the beginning because this I wanted to just inform people that when I do commentaries, and this is quite random, but when I do commentaries, I usually like have my commentary right on the first take and stuff like that. I barely have to edit my commentary, and because I'm pretty content with how I do my commentaries, what I say, and I feel like I usually get to express everything that I intended to before making the commentary. But yeah, so yeah, I just kind of wanted to inform you guys on a couple things. First being, a lot of you guys want to see me do like, just talking to you guys stuff like experiences in my life and stuff like that. And I have a whole bunch of things that always just come to my head at random times. As a matter of fact, I've been making a list of them. But the thing is, I don't know what's come over me, but I've just been so damn like lazy to make videos of like MapleStory footage. I wouldn't mind just sitting here and talking talking about all these stories and stuff that happen. And I know it doesn't is really like close to effortless to just open up Fraps or something and just start recording whatever in MapleStory, um, you know, to just have in the background, while my commentary plays. But still, it's I don't know. I've just been so like I guess unmotivated would be the right word. But so because I'm not entirely sure how much longer I'm gonna be making MapleStory videos. Um, I figured I'd go ahead and make this one, just kind of like maybe to remind myself if I ever do want to come back and like do all these topics, so I don't have to keep them necessarily written down at all times. So I could just use this video as a reference of things that I want to tell you guys, and kind of just share, uh, give you guys like an idea of some of the stories that I had planned to tell you guys. Um, so there's quite a bit, and they range from all the way back when I was a kid, like 4 years old, to very recent, which is like I think the most recent story I had planned for you guys to tell you guys was like maybe three months ago. So yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. Um, and also, but I'm not sure. I'm not saying that I'm quitting or anything. I'm gonna quit making MapleStory videos or anything like that. But I'm just saying, it's quite obvious that I've heavily slowed down on my upload, my amount of uploads per week and per month and etc. And obviously it's because I don't know. I haven't been exactly as motivated. Um, but and related to that, a story that I kind of want to talk to you guys about is what it means to give up on your dreams, because I don't think many people knew this, but yes, making MapleStory videos was a huge hobby of mine, and the reason why I started making MapleStory videos in the first place was because when I started like way back, like 3.5, 4 years ago, and there wasn't obviously very much people at all that would make MapleStory videos, and I always wanted to know where like certain bosses were, or like how strong you have to be to kill this boss, that boss. So if you go back in my video history, you'll see like 3 years ago, I'd make bossing videos of like all the bosses in a certain area. Like I remember one being Neo City bosses, where I made a video showing all the bosses in Neo City. I just wanted to educate people of all the types of bosses that were in MapleStory, so that because that's something I looked for, and I couldn't find it. And so like any entrepreneur, you find a problem, and your product is supposed to be the solution to that problem. I guess I just watched too much Shark Tank and Dragon's Den, but so that's what I tried doing. I tried, okay, so no one makes videos of all the bosses in MapleStory. Nobody's really making videos of MapleStory in general, so you know what? I'm gonna do it myself because why not, right? So that's the reason why I started making MapleStory videos, to kind of just educate people of all the bosses there were, and kind of just for like a memory, for my personal own memory, kind of like an album. Because for everyone that makes YouTube videos, going back through, especially if you've been doing it for a long time, once you're 3 years in or something like that, and you just scroll through all those videos you made, see how you started and how much you progressed, how much you grew, how much you changed, and how much better you've gotten. Hopefully you've gotten better anyway. But so yeah, it's really just like kind of like a personal album, and it's very awesome to have. And I think I have like 450 goddamn videos now. That is insane. I'll probably add it to the video, how much like time all those videos are together, like how long it would take someone to watch through every single one of my videos nonstop. It'll probably be something ridiculous like 2 years or something like that. Maybe that's way too much, but I'll probably put that on the video. Um, but yeah, and so like going back and stop getting off topic, but pretty much, giving up on your dream, what it means to give up on your dream, because making Maple Story videos did start purely as a hobby, and for me wanting to educate players on certain bosses in the game, but it did grow into something much more than that, and it became my dream. It was definitely always a passion for me to make these videos, but it became my dream to be as big as, say, Deboki or Copper San, right? I always wanted to have as much subscribers, as much viewers as them. And I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything, but I feel like I kind of deserved it. It feels so horrible saying that because I'm definitely not a cocky person. But I kind of feel like I kind of deserved, I kind of deserved that attention, I guess I would say. Um, and it is kind of a bummer that I couldn't have gotten anywhere close to that. And I guess that's just reality. But it was a dream of mine to be as big as them, to have that many people watching me, that many people wanting to see more of my content, that many people looking forward to the next and the next and one after that. And that was my dream for a very, very, very long time. But I think I'm kind of giving up on that dream now, and it really does suck because I had so much plans, and I took actual entrepreneurial like tips, and tried to apply them to myself, like foreshadowing and setting goals for yourself to try and hit. So like I had goals for November, I had goals for I think January or February, and so on and so forth. Like every 3 months, I'd set goals for myself, and it'd be very disappointing when I don't reach those goals, especially when I was being, realistic in my goal setting. Um, so it's just kind of disappointing and stuff like that. But so yeah, I'm kind of I guess giving up on this dream. I lost a lot of motivation and stuff like that. I definitely still plan to make videos, but just not nearly as often as before. And hopefully I can knock off all of these, story related videos that I had planned for you guys. But so yeah, one of them, like I just mentioned, was what it means to give up on your dreams. I wanted to go a little bit in depth on that. Touch on it a little more than I did just now. Another one was called Poisonous Family. Quick story about something that happened when I was younger, and yeah, it was really messy because family gave us some seriously expired juice, and yeah, it was just really, really bad and messy. um, Another one was, experience of me when I was a kid in my childhood. I'm sure not many of you guys know this game, but there's a game called Driver. It extended for quite a long time. I don't think they make any more, you know, additions to the series though currently. But it's this game called Driver, and I'd be playing with my brother, sister, cousins, and we'd pretend we're actually in the car, and it'd be really cool. But I want to elaborate that on that for a story. Have a roller coaster experience that I want to share with you guys. My first black eye. Um, the day I lost my two front teeth. There's one in grade 8 that I want to share with you guys, which was, this time I had to write lines for a very, very, very strict, mean teacher, and my intentions of what I was doing when I was writing those lines, and then the outcome. Is a very interesting story that I don't know why, but I just can't forget it. Another one I wanted to touch on is kids these days. I'm not old. I'm like a kid, almost a kid myself. I'm only 19, but it's definitely there's just a lot I want to touch on in regards to the younger generation of today, and how different things were and are from when I was a kid myself. Um, Another one, this one was a lot more recent. You guys might remember how I had to go to the dentist to get a um extract a tooth from my mouth. And I want to share that experience with you guys and tell you guys, the outcome of that experience. I want to talk about, how crazy it is that people born around my time, 1990s, how much we got to see, how much of a change we got to see in the world, especially in terms of technology, education, and a lot of other things. I want to just talk about that because I just randomly think to myself, I just randomly think to myself from time to time and just like, wow, like holy shit, I've only been alive for 19 years now, and I've already seen so many changes in so many areas of the world, and it's just absolutely crazy. And I want to share that and talk about it and have you guys relate to it if you guys are around my age, or even if you're not, if you're younger, say what you maybe witnessed, what changes you've witnessed in the world in terms of technology or whatever the hell it may be. Especially in terms of gaming, I want to talk about because like when I was young, games were so crappy. Obviously back then those games were the shit, but now they're just shit. Obviously, certain games will always be a classic and will always appeal to people because, of the fond memory, and they're still pretty fun to play. One probably being Pac-Man. That thing's probably never gonna die. Um, so yeah, I want to talk about, especially how the gaming industry has changed over the past maybe 15 years and how advanced things are getting, and like I wonder what the next step is going to be. We already have such realistic graphics. What's next? Using real people for the games? That'd be amazing. That'd be freaking amazing. And like, it's just I really wonder if we're going to see as much of a change in the next 15 years as we did in the most previous 15 years. Hopefully I stated that correctly. But I'm just so curious, to see what the next 15 years has to offer us in terms of both technology and gaming, because those two pretty much go hand in hand. The better technology we got, the better games will turn out. So I just want to see what the next 10, 5, 10, 15 years has to offer us and see what it's going to bring. Because I feel like we've seen it all already. So like I'm going to wait. I just want to see if, something comes out maybe 7 years from now that actually that makes the world go, wow, that is some next level shit. But so yeah, that's just a quick part of the list. I had a ton of things that I want to talk to you guys about, and I know I keep telling people, that I'm gonna do it. I have a lot of stuff planned, and I'm not just saying that. I had so many things planned that it's ridiculous. I have so many things planned, and it's just that I'm just not making them because I lost motivation. Um, and it's sorry about that. Family just got home, so I'm like hearing them through my headset, and I'm like, what? Someone's coming in the house. No, I'm gonna die. I'm joking. But so yeah, what? Damn, what was I gonna say? I'm not even gonna cut any of this out. Too bad. But so yeah, I had a lot of things planned. I had so many I know I have so many series and playlists on YouTube and on my channel, and you guys can go through them. I have like 15 of them, and I think all of them are pretty good. Um, but I had so many videos planned for each one. The only ones I didn't have videos planned for were the merchanting ones because I don't play enough to merchant anymore. But so yeah, I had so many different things planned. Have them all jotted down in my head. Like if you see my computer screen, my monitor at any given time, it's such a mess because I have like a sticky note always on my desktop, and it's filled with things to do. Like I have an idea for Maple Trivia. I'm looking at it right now. I have a Maple Trivia over here. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about was lottery. How many people play the lottery and how crazy it is. I want to expand on that quite a bit. Because my family plays a lot as well. I also want to talk about my first 1,000 subscribers. That's a big story that I want to talk about, because it's really crazy. My first 1,000 subscribers, and I have a lot to share with you guys in regards to that. Again, what it means to give up on your dreams. Um, I had a story where I was younger and I was trying to play Maple Story on my family PC, but my family would blame me for the computer being slow just because I'd play Maple Story, and I wanted to elaborate on that quite a bit as well. I have, Sorrow's top 5 most recommended classes for 2015 that I'm supposed to put out. I had that there waiting for like 2 months now, and I still didn't do it. To help you guys choose, like, no more bullshit. If you can't choose a class for yourself, choose from these 5. That's the purpose of that video that I was supposed to put out. I have one here. Where is it? Uh, I had another one, that's top 10 most realistic things in MapleStory, you know? I had a whole damn list of top 10 things that I want to talk to you guys about. You know what? I'll just go through it real quick so maybe you guys can see, you know, what's to come in the future. Because I'm not sure, you know, how many of these I'm gonna get through, but I'll just go through them super quick. I have top 10 favorite attacks, favorite buffs, worst attacks, worst buffs, favorite towns, favorite training spots, top 10 favorite Maple background musics, top 10 favorite weapons, 5 least favorite classes, top 10 NPCs, potions, scrolls, monsters, bosses, mounts, chairs, inappropriately named items or things like horny mushroom, you know. So I had a bunch of things and the list goes on and on. I had so many damn things. Man, I have like 20 different lists on my iPhone in the notes section, of things and video ideas and things I had planned for you guys. But the thing is, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be motivated enough to continue with it. That's why I want to share this with you guys, and to like just at least let you guys know that I wasn't lying to you guys, that you know, I had stuff planned and I was working on it, and you know, stuff like that. Because I'm sure all of my viewers know this by now, but I reply to pretty much 99% of every comment. And so yeah, I wasn't lying when I said, you know, I had a couple things planned, and I was pretty much under exaggerating when I said a couple, as you guys can see. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I did and still do have stuff planned. Excuse me, but that I'm just not sure if I'm gonna take action on those, due to the lack of motivation. There's nothing necessarily you guys could do or should do or did wrong. You know, I'm super grateful for having the audience that I do. Hopefully, you guys don't feel otherwise. I'm super grateful for what I have and the audience and the viewers and all the likes that you guys provide me with. It's truly a great motivation, but it's just I don't know. I feel like it's time for maybe for me to move on, you know, leave this unrealistic type dream, which is being a YouTube star in terms of MapleStory, like Deboki having 50,000 subscribers. That's absolutely madness. And you know, going to more realistic things, you know, settling down for a lame ass job, and trying to just focus on that. But so yeah. But yeah, pretty much most of the things I want to share with you guys. Been talking about it with my girlfriend for a while, and she really wants to push me and motivate me, you know, to keep doing what I do. And I really appreciate that from her, but I don't know, I'm just not sure anymore. So if anything, I'd rather make multiple gaming videos, not just MapleStory, and you know, work more on my multi-platform gaming channel, exclusive gaming TV, as well as my League of Legends channel, but mostly my multi-platform one. And of course, if you guys want to check those out, go ahead and check the description. My links are always there, for everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Uh, as for the thingy with the fans, I wanted you guys to submit your artwork or screenshots or anything like that. I wanted you guys to submit stuff like that. But only one person did, and I'm super grateful to that person. I'm sorry I did not write their name down. But he knows who he is. Luminous Doom, that's his IGN. Thank you, Luminous Doom, for sending in your screenshot. I did get it, I did receive it, and it's actually very cool. It's him being famed by an actual GM, and that's absolutely, you know, nuts. I wish I got famed by a GM. That'd be so awesome. But that's pretty much it, guys. So, you know, he was the only one that sent it in, so I couldn't make a, um, showing of you guys' submissions uh, video. So that's unfortunate. I really hope that that was a success, because that probably would have been a little bit of extra motivation and push for me to make my memorable Monday videos and such. I'm terribly sorry that I've started so many series and left them pretty much unfinished. But like I said, I do have all these things planned for a bunch of them, and it's truly unfortunate that I couldn't, or that I didn't get them done as soon as I would have liked to. But that's it for now. I think 20 minutes is more than long enough of a video for most people to watch. If you have watched to this point in this video, thank you very much, and hopefully you could understand. But I'm not too sure where I go from here. But yeah, if you have anything that you'd like to say to me, go ahead. It's pretty depressing to talk about and speak about. So if you have any kind words that you'd like to share with me, by all means, I'd very much appreciate it, as always. On the contrary, if you have something bad to say, I mean, the internet is an open place. You have freedom of speech, so go ahead and say your nasty comment too. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'll talk to you guys later, and yeah, this truly has been a Sorrowful production. I'll see y'all later. Stay in school. Peace. Sorry to further extend the length of this video, but there was something that I forgot to mention. Something else I wanted to start doing, or rather create, was I've always wanted to create a large Maple community, whether it be on my website or somewhere else. And so I had the idea of creating a very large Skype group, obviously on Skype, where I'd invite pretty much every single Maple Story YouTuber that I could find. I already had a couple bigger Maple Story YouTubers on board, such as Vangoro, Misusing TV, one of the largest, if not the largest, Maple Story streamer. Um, I had Soulless Clone, and I had a couple other people on board, including myself, of course. And I just wanted to create a large Skype group for all sized Maple Story YouTubers to help everyone out, and to help you guys and myself find collaborations in Maple Story much easier. I felt like it'd be really good to help out the smaller ones, and just help them out, and help them grow, because you know it'll help keep the Maple Story community and the game going and living. It'll help the game live and prolong its inevitable death. So I felt like it would be nice, to help and give to them, you know, even though I worked very very hard for what I've accomplished. I don't see a problem in giving them shout outs or something. I wouldn't mind giving people shout outs. So yeah, if I'm not sure if I want to do this anymore, but yeah, if I do decide to do it, I'll make it a separate video stating that, and you guys will have to submit your Skype usernames to me, and I'll add you guys, and then I'll add you to the group chat, and we could all just talk as a big Maple Story YouTubing community, and just like help each other out, collaborate, communicate, and educate each other. And I feel like it'd be a pretty cool thing to have, um, to bring us all closer and stuff like that. But I'm not sure about it anymore. I'll let you guys know in a future video how that goes and where I stand. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for listening to this extra 2 minutes and a half. And yeah, until next time, this has been a Sorrowful production. Peace. If you liked that last video, why not click another? And I'd appreciate if you subscribed.